Welcome back. It's Technology Meets Crafts. Jennifer Ackerman-Haywood from the Grand Rapids Press and CraftSanity.com is here to show us how to make a cozy to protect that new iPod you may have stood in line for to get. Good to have you back. Hey, first things first, though. You did not limp into the studio, so I assume that the Fifth Third Riverbank run went well for you.
Well, it wasn't my best time, but I had a little heartburn for about 10 miles.
Oh, no. And it was wet and cold.
I didn't prepare for that. Like, I trained and I didn't prepare for what do you do if you get heartburn the whole. But no, it actually was, I mean, I finished it not as fast as I wanted to, but it was a great experience. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, and congrats to everybody out there, especially the first timers. It's such a huge deal.
It is
to do it for your first time. So.
All right, let's make these cozies.
Yeah, so this is the iPad, and this is on loan from my husband.
Yeah.
He's a tech writer over at the Press and tech web editor, so he always wants to have the latest technology. But he's been carrying it around in this bubble wrap.
A bubble envelope.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, we need to do something about that. So once I got that race out of the way, I got to work trying to make some cozies for this. And I tried, the first thing I tried was t-shirt fabric. And as you can see, it's a little flimsy.
Yeah, may not be as protective as you want it to be.
Yeah, and the idea is the iPad was developed really to be able to, the idea is that you'll sit with it in your lap, read magazines, read newspapers, look at videos and so forth. It's a media reader, and it's meant to be used at leisure. So what I tried to do, the next one I made was out of flannel. I thought, well, this, of course, is a woman's version.
I was going to say, your husband
My husband would not like this. But I couldn't resist. I had that applique made, and I thought I'm going to throw that on there. But what I settled on is polar fleece. And again, this is a very womanly color.
Yeah.
So he's going to get a black one. But what I decided to do is settle on polar fleece. And I'll walk you through this after I show you how this works. You just slide it in here. So
a little pillowcase for it.
And so what I did is made a little, okay, so it's in here. And I slide this back, tuck this in. Okay, so that kind of keeps it in place. And then I didn't want to have a bunch of buttons and so forth, because if you're sitting with this on your lap, you don't want to have, so I kind of made it so you roll it up and you have, then when you're on, it's on your lap, it's kind of elevated a little bit.
Yeah.
You can have this on the table or on your lap, and it's very cozy. So.
Okay,
I'll show you how we make this.
And this you could do for your cell phone.
You could do this for your cell phone. You can do this. Obviously, the polar fleece is great if you're going to have. You don't have to sit there with your cell phone in your lap, so you can really use any kind of material you want.
Yeah.
First thing I did, which I think made my husband a little nervous, is I started tracing it. So you just trace around. And this is Pellin interfacing, and this is used to make handbags usually.
It's a pretty substantial interface.
It gives it some stability when you're making a bag. And what I'm doing with this, and you just trace around, get your outer shape. I did make a template. I'm going to put this online at CraftSanity.com, so you'll be able to you don't have to trace yours if you're worried about getting pencil marks. And then what I did, and if you don't have a template, what I did is I just traced around very carefully so you don't
Honey.
Yeah, when you're the owner of the iPad's not looking, and then what you do is you're going to be left with this. And the home button at the bottom of the iPad, what I did is I cut this out. So you're going to cut that out, cut out your window here. So everything comes out. What you have will be something like this. And I just cut a rectangle the same size in the polar fleece. And then I have this rotary cutter that does a pinking edge, which is really fun. And I just go down the sides, also across the bottom here. And basically, this is not meant to be something that this is meant to be used in a sitting position, so it's not for jostling around. So this is going to leave you that open.
About 30 seconds.
Yeah, very easy. And what I did here to stabilize, so the Pellin to the
got it.
Fleece, you just sew around the inner and outer edge. Okay. And then you put it down right on here, pin it in place. Sew the same, for the people at home here.
Same stitching line.
Trace the same stitching line once again, okay? And then, you're right, I'll put this in here so we can see. Then you're ready to just slide it in. I trim the sides so it's all even. This is just pinking sheer edge, nothing real fancy. And that Pellin gives it the stability
that you need.
That you need, and you just tuck this in. And it's really, I made it so it doesn't have ribbons and so forth, because my husband just really didn't want to.
Right, you don't want to monkey with all that stuff.
And again, this is not going to be his color. We're going to do a nice black one for him.
All right, honey, that is coming. And you can find information on how to make this. Also, in Sunday's column, Jennifer's going to be reviewing a lot of craft books. So if you are a crafter and you like to get books to guide you, check out her column in the Grand Rapids Sunday Press. Go to our website, WZZM13.com. Under Take 5 links, we'll link you to her site to get the recipe for this project. We'll be back.